The shocking reason why Donald Sutherland never won an Oscar. For decades, Donald Sutherland has captivated audiences with his remarkable talent and fearless performances. Yet, despite his incredible contributions to cinema, he never received an Oscar. Could there be a surprising reason behind this oversight? Recent declassified CIA documents may shed light on this intriguing mystery. Sutherland's career took an unexpected turn when he first developed an interest in puppetry, even joining a puppet club in high school. However, he soon turned his focus to engineering while attending the University of Toronto. It wasn't long before the allure of acting grabbed hold of him, leading him to add a second major in drama. Ultimately, he faced a pivotal decision between the two paths. In 1957, Sutherland chose drama, prompting a significant move to London, England, where he enrolled at the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art. After a year of studying, he decided to leave school for an exciting opportunity. Producer Paul Maslansky had spotted Sutherland on stage and wanted him for a role in a film. Initially, Sutherland thought this could be his big break, but reality soon set in. Maslansky offered him a part in a low-budget Italian horror film called Castle of the Living Dead. The role involved playing multiple characters, earning $40 a week, and sleeping on the director's couch. Sutherland saw this as a chance worth taking, saying goodbye to the stage and embracing the world of low-budget horror. While Castle of the Living Dead only broke even at the box office and didn't catapult Sutherland to stardom, it did introduce him to horror film enthusiasts. They appreciated his talent, and he quickly followed up with roles in films like Dr. Terror's House of Horrors. It was likely a thrilling experience diving into these scary movies, and Sutherland's love for the genre would remain a constant throughout his career. But as he continued down this path, he realized he would soon need a healthier paycheck to sustain his aspirations. You can comment with a heart icon if you find this information interesting. In 1959, Donald Sutherland married school teacher Lois May Hardwick. After their marriage ended in divorce, he tied the knot with fellow Canadian actor Shirley Douglas. While living in the UK, the couple prepared for their growing family, only to discover they were expecting twins. Suddenly, Sutherland found himself facing a financial dilemma. He was not only managing the expenses of a divorce, but now had to support a family of 4 on an actor's salary. Fortunately, just when he needed it most, help came from an unexpected source. Through his work in television and film, Sutherland had crossed paths with fellow Canadian and The Sound of Music star Christopher Plummer. Though they hardly knew each other, Plummer recognized Sutherland's potential and generously offered him $5,000 as an investment in his future. With this financial boost, Sutherland was primed to make his mark in Hollywood. In 1967, Donald Sutherland appeared in an episode of The Saint, directed by future Bond star Roger Moore. Proud of his work, he secured a reel of his performance and set his sights on a role in Lee Marvin's WE epic, The Dirty Dozen. Initially passed over, Sutherland got a lucky break when another actor dropped out. Now earning $600 a week, he found himself acting alongside Hollywood heavyweights like Lee Marvin and Charles Bronson. When co-star Clint Walker declined a key scene, Sutherland stepped in, delivering a standout performance that not only impressed the director, but also launched his career to new heights. Shortly after, he caught the attention of Robert Altman, who was casting for his groundbreaking film Ms. Ha, which explored America's involvement in Korea. This marked a significant turning point in Sutherland's career, setting the stage for him to become a household name. Robert Altman was searching for an actor who could effortlessly blend drama, comedy, and, most importantly, ad-lib dialogue. There was something in Sutherland's performance during that pivotal scene in The Dirty Dozen that caught Altman's eye, earning him a role in Mas Hay. However, Sutherland quickly realized he might have made a grave mistake. On his first day on set, he and co-star Elliot Gould found themselves bewildered by Altman's chaotic directing style, which they believed was jeopardizing the film. Rather than addressing their concerns with Altman directly, the two stars approached the studio to request his replacement, only to receive a firm no. In hindsight, Sutherland and Gould's judgment was completely off. Altman's unique approach would lead MASH to become a massive hit, earning 5 Academy Award nominations, including one for Altman himself. After realizing their error, Gould apologized to Altman, which opened doors for him to star in more of the director's films. Unfortunately for Sutherland, he never extended the same courtesy, ultimately losing favor with Altman and missing out on future collaborations. But Sutherland's career was far from over. He had plenty of other offers coming his way. His next project found him once again donning a uniform in the star-studded film Kelly's Heroes, a blend of drama, comedy, and heist elements set against the backdrop of World War II. However, this time, the shoot took him to Yugoslavia, far from his wife, Shirley Douglas. While he was immersed in filming, Sutherland received some unsettling news from home. While filming Kelly's Heroes in Yugoslavia, Donald Sutherland received shocking news from Clint Eastwood. The FBI had detained his wife, Shirley Douglas, back in Los Angeles for attempting to buy explosives from undercover agents, no less. Sutherland knew Douglas was deeply involved in the civil rights movement and connected to the Black Panthers. But the most surreal part? She had tried to pay with a personal check. Sutherland often recalled how Eastwood roared with laughter over that detail, though he also offered any help Douglas might need. Little did Sutherland know this was only the beginning of his troubles on Kelly's Heroes. Amidst the chaos, Douglas received a message no wife ever wants to hear. Her husband was gravely ill and she needed to get to Yugoslavia immediately. The chilling final line of the message warned her that Sutherland might not survive until she arrived. While in Yugoslavia, Sutherland had contracted spinal meningitis, which quickly worsened, leading to a coma and even a moment where his heart stopped, albeit for just 5 seconds. Miraculously, he recovered and completed the film, but his marriage to Douglas did not fare as well. They divorced that same year. Yet, fate had other plans for Sutherland, as he was about to meet one of the most captivating women in Hollywood. After a relatively forgettable role in Start the Revolution Without Me, Sutherland landed a significant part opposite Jane Fonda, who was riding high from a recent Academy Award nomination. He received the call to star in the thriller Clute, and for Sutherland, this opportunity was about more than just acting. Both passionate activists, Sutherland and Fonda, quickly found their connection deepening into a romantic affair. Rumor had it that their relationship started as a friends with benefits situation, but it evolved into something more meaningful. Beyond their off-screen chemistry, they collaborated on FTA, a documentary about their performances for American GIs. The film FTA sparked controversy for its bold criticism of America's involvement in Vietnam, setting the stage for a heated response. Riding the wave of their previous collaborations, Donald Sutherland and Jane Fonda were ready to team up for a third project. Could they achieve a cinematic hat trick? Unfortunately, their next venture, the comedy Steelyard Blues, flopped spectacularly. This forgettable film came and went, taking with it the spark of their affair. Fonda soon moved on to activist Tom Hayden, while Sutherland quickly married Canadian actor Francine Rosset. However, Rosset was about to discover that being with Donald Sutherland came with its own set of challenges. British director Nicholas Roeg had a vision for a film starring Sutherland and Julie Christie, and he decided to cast them in the horror film Don't Look Now. With Sutherland's background in schlocky horror, he seemed like a natural fit. But nothing could have prepared him for the unique demands of this role. On their first day of filming, the director had a rather unconventional idea: to kick things off with a love scene, just to get it out of the way. The catch? Sutherland and Christie had never met before this moment. So, first thing in the morning, they found themselves stripped bare and taking directions from a shouting rogue on how to portray intimacy. This unexpected and awkward beginning would ultimately lead to a scene that gained notoriety for its raw and intense portrayal of love. The love scene between Donald Sutherland and Julie Christie in Don't Look Now became infamous even before the film hit theaters. In a bid to avoid an X rating, the filmmakers had to cut 9 frames from the scene. And Irish audiences were subjected to an even harsher edit. The entire scene was cut altogether. But the drama didn't stop there. Rumors began swirling that Sutherland and Christie had actually made love during filming, leading to a whirlwind of speculation. The rumors intensified when producer Peter Bart claimed he witnessed what he described as 2 people making love on set. This remark ignited a firestorm, culminating in Warren Beatty, Christie's boyfriend, confronting Roeg and punching him over the incident. However, Sutherland later clarified that Bart wasn't even in the room. It was just him, Christie, Roeg, and the cinematographer present during the filming. While working on Kelly's Heroes, Donald Sutherland met an ambitious production assistant who vowed he'd become a big director one day. Sutherland jokingly promised he'd appear in all of his films, likely thinking nothing of it. That assistant was John Landis, and he eventually took Sutherland up on the offer. When Sutherland saw the script for Landis's first film, Kentucky Fried Movie, he may have regretted his promise. The sketch comedy had an unpolished cast and earned little critical praise. But this collaboration paved the way for Landis's next project, National Lampoon's Animal House, which would make Sutherland a comedy icon. Although Sutherland typically avoided working with the same director twice, he stayed true to his word for Landis. Offered either $75,000 or a percentage of the box office, Sutherland opted for the cash up front, calling his experience a really good time. Little did he know, Animal House would become a comedy classic, grossing over $141 million, leaving him $4 million short had he chosen the percentage. After the wild success of Animal House, Sutherland pivoted to the dark family drama Ordinary People, directed by Robert Redford. Playing a grieving father, Sutherland delivered a powerful performance opposite Mary Tyler Moore in a rare, dramatic role. Ordinary People was a major hit, garnering 6 Academy Award nominations and winning 5. Yet, Sutherland's name was conspicuously absent from the nominations, though he did receive a Golden Globe nod, only to miss out on the win. There may have been a reason why the Academy overlooked Donald Sutherland for his role in Ordinary People. Initially, Robert Redford was slated to play the lead male role but declined, eventually passing the opportunity to Sutherland. While Sutherland was excited to portray a character that deviated from his usual oddball roles, Redford later admitted that he found the character uninteresting. It seems the Academy may have shared that sentiment. In 1981, Sutherland starred in the WR2 thriller Eye of the Needle, playing a German spy posing as a British citizen, a challenging mix of accents for the Canadian actor. 4 years later, he teamed up with Al Pacino for Revolution, a critical and financial flop so severe that Pacino took a 4-year break from acting. Sutherland, however, moved on to the Oscar-nominated JFK, 1991, where his performance was praised, though it was co-star Tommy Lee Jones who received an award nod. By 1992, Sutherland shifted to lighter projects, appearing in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. But tensions flared when he rewrote his scenes, infuriating writer Joss Whedon. Ironically, a few of Sutherland's films might have benefited from stronger scripts. In 2005, Sutherland returned to Canada to star in the unsettling miniseries Human Trafficking, which aired on the typically lighthearted Lifetime network. The dark subject matter shocked both audiences and critics, with one critic labeling the series exploitative towards women. Although Sutherland received an Emmy nomination for his performance, he still hadn't secured a win. Now entering his golden years, it was time for Sutherland to dive into a franchise. In the 21st century, it seems almost every actor has to be part of a franchise. And for Sutherland, that opportunity came with the Hunger Games series. What many may not realize is that he was eager to be involved in these films. After reading the script for the first movie, he sent a lengthy email to director Gary Ross, passionately explaining why the films were politically significant and why he should be included. Ross must have felt like he had struck gold, landing such a big name so easily. Interestingly, Sutherland's connection to the game 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon is also noteworthy. This game links actors to each other and eventually to Kevin Bacon. Ironically, two films that serve as excellent examples in this game, National Lampoon's Animal House and JFK, feature Sutherland. Even more coincidentally, he starred in a film called 6 Degrees of Separation. In his home country of Canada, Sutherland received a star on the Walk of Fame and even had a postage stamp created in his honor. In the US, he has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, multiple Golden Globes, and an Emmy. However, what's conspicuously absent from this list is any recognition from the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. Throughout his career, the Oscar eluded Sutherland, which some might cynically attribute to his activism or his ex-wife's ties to the Black Panther Party. At least the Academy finally recognized his contributions in 2017 when they awarded him an Academy Honorary Award, though it wasn't quite the Best Actor win he had hoped for. There may indeed have been deeper reasons behind Sutherland's snubs. In 2017, startling revelations from declassified documents emerged, indicating that the CIA had placed his name on a watch list due to his anti-Vietnam War activism. This list, maintained by the National Security Agency, had included Sutherland from 1971 to 1973. Despite the risks, he continued to advocate for social justice, later speaking out against the US invasion of Iraq. Please comment yes if you support him. If Donald Sutherland had any regrets in his life, it was time to reflect on them as he entered his later years. Known for his forward-thinking nature, Sutherland mentioned in 2023 that it was finally time to examine his life and the body of work he had created. Tragically, he would have only 1 year to do so, as he passed away after a long illness on June 20th, 2024, at the age of 88. Fans will undoubtedly miss Sutherland, but his family will feel the loss profoundly as well. His son, Kiefer Sutherland, revealed that it took him a long time to grasp the extent of his father's fame. By the time Kiefer turned 18, he had yet to see many of Donald's films, primarily because most of them were rated R, and he was too young to watch them. This perspective sheds light on the unique relationship they shared, one shaped by both admiration and distance. In 2015, the two finally had the chance to work together, portraying a father-son duo in the Western Forsaken. This collaboration marked a poignant moment in their relationship, blending their personal and professional lives in a touching tribute to their bond. Leave a comment with the number 9 if you are interested in this movie. If you've enjoyed these captivating stories, be sure to show some love by hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel. We've got plenty more incredible narratives coming your way, so stay tuned. Thank you for joining us today, and until next time, take care.